Hello and welcome to this video of the Honda Civic. This is the January 2020 registered 1.6 turbo diesel. It's a 6-speed manual and it's a 120 brake horsepower engine power. So this video is for the condition. The car is very good actually for the mileage. It's just turned 112,000 miles and the condition is absolutely very surprisingly good. There's only one mark on this vehicle, that's all at the moment. So should we start on that one mark? Yeah, let's start on that one mark so you can have a look at that before we go any further. So everything is spotless, which is this here. Also one area, sorry, let me go one area. So looks like it's had a little bump here before somewhere, a very light one, and it's scratched the plastic there. In all fairness, we are going to get that done. However, our body shop is very busy at the moment. They're looking at 2 weeks before they can start doing it. So, depending on how long this is advertised for, obviously that will be done. We'll get that done, okay? So, if you obviously arrive here and it's not done, then we'll knock off some money, what we expect to pay for that. That's not a problem. So, at the moment, we've got no cars. Usually we've got cars left, right and centre. We've got no cars. We've sold them all. So, let's crack on with this video. This is let's start on the driver's door. Let's start on there then. You can see the paintwork is very clean. All the A-pillars are very shiny. The car's just had a full detail valet as well. So all the paintwork's been polished. All the tar spots have been removed from the bottoms of the doors. So there's no tar spots anywhere on the bottom of the doors. It's all very clean. That wing mirror is clean. This lovely metallic grey colour. I'm not sure of the exact name, but it looks very similar to an Audi Daytona grey to me. It's very similar. This has just had 4 recent Continental tyres. This is one owner, by the way, one owner vehicle. Got the premium contact tyres on the Continental. All 4 are matching. The windscreen is in good condition. There may be a very light peppering on the surface. Very few little tiny little ones that you can see, but nothing's cracked, which is quite good for the age, and it is the original Honda windscreen. So it's the original Honda windscreen. It is in very good condition for the mileage. It's the Pilkington Honda, you can see that, and it's also got the driver's assistance package with the rain and light sensors as well. So it's a Honda driving assistance package. So it will obviously it has got this lane assistance, distance in front of you as well for the cars. The bonnet very clean indeed. Nothing really to report. Front edge there, top of the bumper, that's very clean. And there's no signs of any damage on the front bumper at all. Got the lower fog lights as well. The headlight plastics are nice and clear as well. You can see nice and clear. Edge of the bumpers, that wing very clean as well. Alloy wheels are described as in good condition. There are some very light marks around the edges, which I could probably see, just very light ones, that's all. Nothing too major, but very acceptable, in good condition. That wing mirror is clean. A very small minor, you can see that very minor chip there in the paintwork, very small, that's all. The roof very clean. Driver's door, passenger side door very clean. No trolley dents or anything like that, and no fingernail scratches at the top near the door handles. No scratches on the A-pillars there at all, and the door edges as well. There's no scratches on the doors down there. All the glass is there, no cracks in the wing mirror glass. All the chrome work's got a good shine to it as well around the window. So it's got the chrome work around the top of the windows. It's very clean. That rear door is very clean as well. And then that wheel is nice condition. That fuel cap there as well. So look at that, that's nice and clean. In there, very clean. And up here is nice and clean as well. The rear lights are very clean. There's no cracks in the lights at all, or no condensation. bumper, obviously we've mentioned that bit there. That tailgate's very clean as well, and the top of the rear boot spoiler, that's nice and clean as well. This has got factory tinted glass. You can see the rear windows, that's the tinted glass. There's another spoiler on here, so there's 2 spoilers on this vehicle. And there's a bit of an aerodynamic aerial up there on the roof. These lights, nice and clean. Edge of the bumper, very nice and clean up there. And down here as well, that's nice and clean. Got reverse camera, and it's got the reverse sensors as well. So the reverse camera, I think, is here. There's the reverse camera just there. That's the camera and the sensors there. Totally unmarked on this panel as well, and that corner of the bumper, very clean. Up here, around the window, around that door there, no signs of any damage at all. So all very clean. That alloy wheel as well. Once again, the Continental tyre. All the tyres are like new. They're all 7 or 8 millimeters. Okay, so that's the outside covered. Let's go to the boot. The boot, first of all, you'll notice we've got some rubber car mats here. So I'll lift these out. So we've got all 4 rubber car mats. These are heavy duty ones, by the way. So they're there. And then you can see in here, you can see it's all carpeted, nice and clean. And lift this up, and we have got a slimline spare wheel, and the toolkit is underneath there. It's a slimline spare wheel. Okay, and then what else have we got here? Oh, this is quite unusual. This is the parcel shelf. It's the first I've ever seen of this. So you pull it that way and it retracts like that. So it's a very, I don't know, quirky design, is it? It's a very quirky design. So all you do is pull across there and click it in there, and that's your parcel shelf. Or should we say security cover, because you have got another one up here, look, little security cover. But the glass is, obviously the glass is really dark anyway, you can't even see in the glass. If you look, it's impossible to see through, but you have got a parcel shelf slider there. Okay, all this area is nice and clean as well here, and the top of the bumper. I'm going to put these plastic car mats back in. I've left them out purposely so you can actually see the carpet underneath in the footwells to make sure there's no wear and tear or damage at all, especially for the mileage of the vehicle. All up here is nice and clean. You've got 2 grab handles here. It's all nice and clean. Rear doors. Rear doors. Nothing to report on these rear doors. Immaculate. There's no damage on the leather or the trim. Or down here, it's all nice and clean. The backs of the seats are clean as well. And all the carpets down there, look, they're nice and clean as well. And down here as well, all nice and clean. 3 headrests, 3 seat belts, and it's also got the child ISOFIX anchoring points for the 2 outer seats. So you can have 3, and obviously it's got the folding seat as well. It's a fold down seat, so it's a 60-40 split. Doesn't smell of dogs, doesn't smell of smoke either. That's a good thing. So no dog smells and no smoke smells. It was a company car, this, for a aggregates company. So I think the sales rep used this. That's why it's got the mileage is slightly higher for the age, of course. So it's the aggregates company sales rep's car. He obviously went out to see clients in this vehicle. So I think most of its life it had maybe just one person sat at the front, and obviously a few little small little buckets or little packets of aggregate examples, you know what I mean, little stones and stuff like that at the worst. Okay, that's my phone holder. That's the front. This vehicle has got full service history by the company. It's a black roof line in there. That front seat's very clean. That looks like no one sat in that one. Like I say, it was the rep's car, so just the driver's seat was obviously sat in. Leather, extended leather dashboard. You can see the leather is wrapped at the top of the dashboard. You've got this brushed aluminium effect in black, should we say, black brushed aluminium. See, all that's immaculate down here as well. All nice and clean. That's the chassis number and down here is nice and clean. In the door shuts are nice and clean, and the door card there, electric window, central locking button as well, and there's a locking there as well, so there's two lockings. So that's the central locking button, and that's the locking for that door on its own. It's all clean under here. Okay. Right, let's go into the driver's door. First of all, there we go, nice and clean. All that's nice and clean. Good to see there's no scratches on that trim from anyone's rings or keys getting in and out. Tweeters up here. And then you've got the electric folding wing mirrors as well. 4 electric windows, the kids lock there, child lock for the windows at the back. Little cloth handle, and in the door pockets are nice and clean. The speaker grills are clean as well, and so are the door shuts. They're immaculate. You can see all the pedals are aluminium, so that's good. Aluminium sport style pedals they are. That's the footwell there, so there's nothing worn or broken. Obviously you've seen the rubber mats in the back. Underneath that panel is the VIN number of the vehicle. You can see that plastic's nice and clean as it should be, and there's nothing really out of the ordinary at all on that trim there. The door shuts very clean. The rubber seal for the door is not worn, because when you've got some oversized people getting in and out, it actually rubs through that. In many cars we've seen that. The seat, the driver's seat, is in good condition. A little bit of wear on the bolster starting there, you can see on the cloth bit there, so a little bit of wear there. The base is okay, but just that bolster there, a little bit of wear, but 112,000 miles. Right, I'm going to get into the vehicle. I'm going to drive forward because we've got a bit of a glare from the sun, so I'm just going to drive forward into the shade here, and then that's better. You can see things better there. So you've got this lovely steering wheel, which is the 3-spoke sport style steering wheel with the high gloss piano black trim and the light grey stitching there. We've also got up here, we have got cruise control as well, and we've also got the lane assistance there as well, button. And then down here we've got some more buttons again as well. Attention assist, so parking sensors, the one which is green, on and off. You've got attention assist, which is obviously warns you about the distance of the car in front of you. Traction control and lane assistance as well, which obviously the cameras look to the white lines either side, and if you start to veer off, then it'll either flash at you and beep, or the steering wheel will vibrate to tell you to keep straight. We've only got one key at the moment. We are waiting for the second key. It may show up, it may not, so just take it as it's not coming. But if it does turn up, that's a bonus, so at least we've told you. We've got over half a tank of fuel there, 3/4 of a tank to be fair, so that's good to know. And obviously it's super economical, 72 miles to the gallon this vehicle does maximum, so very economical. That's why obviously this company's bought it for the sales rep to use. 112,091 miles, so just over 112. The last trip, it says there, look, the last trip 53.8 average miles to gallon, and it's still got 311 miles left to distance to empty, so very good. On that stalk there you've got auto lights, and then you've got obviously auto wipers there as well. You can see the auto sign there as well, so it's auto. What else have we got under here? No, it's nice and clean. So we've got the screen here, so if we press home it comes on, it says make sure you are safe. It's touch screen, by the way. And then you've got obviously the sat nav. Then you've also got the audio, which is the DAB radio, so you can have DAB, iPod, Bluetooth, phone, HDMI apps. It's got too much, you know, you don't need all these things. So just there we go, you've got the DAB, which obviously is enough, especially for me. I just tune it straight into 80s, and that's it. That's the me. Climate control, you press that, and obviously it shows you high, low, if you want it on high, like that. And the air conditioning does work as well. I've had it on, it's ice cold. Let's put it on there so it's not as noisy, so we'll put it on that speed too. And then you can obviously adjust the temperatures here. It's got dual zone temperature settings as well, which you can see on there. You can see that goes up and then comes back down, and it's the same on this side there, that goes up and down. Okay, then you've got a fan speed there as well. Obviously you don't have to open the screen up to do this, you can do it on here. You can do it on here or the touch screen, so any you want. You've got the heated rear windscreen. When you press that heated rear windscreen, the side wing mirrors will also heat up, so on a cold winter's day you can use that. The front one, obviously that just means press that on and the fan should automatically, yep, you hear it, speed up and demist the front, of course. It's not like the Ford. I think the Fords have the heated wires in, so this hasn't got the heated wires in. This is a storage down here, you can see, and then you've got the 6-speed gear lever there. You've got brake hold, so that's obviously for when you are going up a hill, for example, and obviously you've got the electronic handbrake. So when you go up a hill and you have got your clutch down and you're ready to go and you let go of the brake pedal, the car will hold itself in that position for 3 seconds before it starts rolling backwards. So it's got brake hold as well. Stop start on and off, obviously because we've got all the fans on at the moment, this won't stop, the stop start won't kick in because the voltage is maybe not quite enough for it to kick in. That's the eco button, so you can press that and you can see there, eco on, eco off. That just means save fuel or sporty mode, if you know what I mean. So obviously why not econ, that's great. So you've got eco mode there, that's good for the environment. And then you've got this massive you've got this armrest here, which is cloth, by the way, and it's a sliding one, so it slides backwards and forwards. And if you look at it, if you move that back, you've got this, and then you can lift it up. You've got this massive center console. There's a USB port there as well for charging and music, and then also under here you've got some USB ports there for charging, HDMI ports, a 12 volt as well. Let me reach down under there. Yeah, that's a 12 volt round one, old fashioned. Yeah, and then here you've got all these ports here, lift up, yeah, and then HDMI. Yeah, so you've got all these, and then you've got a pen holder there. You probably get another phone down there as well. And then you've got a sliding drinks holder, so that's, is it sliding? Is it sliding? No, it pulls out, sorry. It pulls out. Oh, that one's cleaning up. You missed that, didn't you? Get my valet to do that, so it's all got bits of coffee underneath there. So you've got that drinks holder there, which you can take out and clean. And that is about it. Oh, no sunglasses holder. That's a shame. I'm looking up here, there's no sunglasses holder. Right, have we got illuminated vanity mirrors? Yes, illuminated vanity mirrors, that's good. Then we've got the leather dashboard there, then we've got the glove box there, with a locking wheel nut there. That's right, locking wheel nut there, that's locking wheel nut. We've got the book pack there as well. And then we've got the folder with the company there as well. So the company service history, so there's a few service invoices here as well. 47,000 miles, tells you what happened. Tyres to the rear, so job cards, these job cards from the engine oil, spark plug, hang on, sump plug washer, not spark plugs, there's no spark plugs on a diesel. So yeah, the job cards there, you can see rear tyre repaired, etc. So loads of job cards here from the company. Like I say, it's one company owner, change front brake pads, etc. So it's one company owner. On the logbook it should say 0 former keepers. Yes, so number of former keepers 0, so no previous keepers to the current. That's what it means. So one owner in total, number of former keepers none. Okay, this company was called Smiths and Sons, which were down at Oxford, and they are, like I say, aggregates company. And this vehicle was registered, here we go, look, 21st of January 2020. Euro 6, of course. It's called the Civic SR i-DTEC, so diesel turbo, 5-door hatchback diesel car, 1,597 cc, 090 GKM. So do you know what, this vehicle, if it was on the old tax bracket, it would be 0. Because it's a 2020 registered, it obviously is a minimum of £190 per year now. So all vehicles are chargeable now. Unfortunately, the government have wised up, and they obviously started charging vehicles from April 2025. So there was a lot of zero tax vehicles, and this would have been applicable if it had been previous to 2017, because the emissions was less than 100 GKM, 090, so 90 GKM. So it would have been a zero tax car if it was registered earlier, but because obviously the government wise up and they want your money, it's £190 now. So that's the government, not me. Okay, what else have we got? That is about it on the on everything. So what I'm going to do now is go for a test drive. So I'm going to put the camera holder, put the phone in the camera holder, sorry, up here, like so. Get that nice and tight. elastic band that goes around it as well, because obviously sometimes it's fell off. So we're not going to. Right, so now I'm going to put my seatbelt on, and then I didn't show you the reverse camera, did I? Into reverse, and we've got a camera. So we've got a camera with the grid lines on as well. It's on the photos. And reverse this straight up, and then I'm going to go for a test drive up to the main road at the top, about a mile, so 2 mile test drive, and so you can see how the car performs, how it sounds, etc., how it goes over the bumps and all that. So a very light clutch pedal, no noises from the clutch either. So obviously when you test drive a manual, especially a diesel one, just make sure the clutch is nice, there's no noises from the clutch or flywheel. The biting point's nice and low, not too high. So we're now to the industrial estate, onto the main road. Big bump there, that's not bad, nice and tight. There's no rattles from the suspension at all. And you'd be glad to know this vehicle is coming with a new MOT and a new service as well. So we're going to get this serviced and MOT'd as well, because we like to do things properly. Although it's probably not due, we still have to do it because it's our responsibility, because we're supplying you this vehicle. We just can't rely on someone's done it a few months ago and, you know what I mean, hand it over to the new owner. We have to make sure we do it. We have to do the service, we have to do the MOT, make sure everything is correct. Really nice. First time I've driven this car. So in third gear. We're in eco mode, by the way, and it's still got plenty of power. So we're in eco mode, straight up to 40 miles per hour. It pulls very well. 4 Continental tyres, so obviously it is quiet as well. It's always nice to have branded tyres on a car. The steering wheel's nice and straight, that's good, so the tracking's not out. So we're just heading up to the M1 motorway at junction 30, so we're very easy to find. We're just 1 mile from the junction, so we're just going up the road now. Oh, plenty of power. Very smooth gear change as well. Very easy to move as well, so not stiff, and very sure-footed as well. So, you know, if like we're in 5th gear, I knock it down, it centralises and goes into 4th, which is great. Yeah, and then obviously you can go to 3rd, pushing forward. So it's all nice. Nice and good, no noises. Right, okay, so 70 mile an hour from here. Drop it to 3rd gear, and at 40 now, put my foot down, and then we're going to go up to 70 miles per hour. It turns into a dual carriageway, 60. Oh, somebody's pulled down in front of me. I'm doing 50 miles per hour on a 70. So I'll do it on my way back down. Obviously it's tea time at the moment, so everyone's rushing to get home onto the motorway. Civics handle very well as well. If you look at the car itself, you can see that the rear wheels are really close to the back of the bumper, and the front wheels are really close to the front of the bumper, so that means it handles very well. Obviously when you get a big family saloon and you've got the wheels just behind the passenger's rear door, and then you've got a big long boot, a bit like an old Jaguar, you know what I mean? You know it won't handle because obviously the wheel is too much weight overhanging the wheel. So these handle really well. I'm going to go around the roundabout. This is junction 30. That way is southbound. That way is northbound. I'm going to get off here. So if you're coming up from the south, get off at the first exit on the roundabout, which is here. Then we'll get down to 70, or up to 70 miles per hour here. So this is a 70 miles per hour dual carriageway. That's as fast as we're going to go. We're doing 65 now. So the car in front's doing 65. I'm going to put the brakes on hard. Let the brakes work nice and straight. So he's only going 50 on a 70. So the brakes work, there was no vibration through the foot pedal, the steering wheel stayed straight, there was no vibration through the steering wheel, so the brakes are good. like I say, a one owner vehicle that's been maintained by the same garage, you know what I mean, should be faultless anyway. So I do trust it. I mean, it's the worst thing you can do is buy a vehicle with 7 or 8 owners on, you know what I mean, and no service history. That's just a disaster. From experience, that's the problem with vehicles when they've got many owners. It's questionable. Why has it had so many owners? Where's the service history? If it's got no receipts with it, this is very questionable, because you know, not all car owners are, how do we say, flush, should we say. So if this vehicle was obviously bought by a company, especially an aggregates company, which should have a lot of money in their bank account to run their business, they shouldn't even bat an eyelid when it comes to maintenance, like the 4 Continental tyres. I mean, these are not cheap tyres. I mean, anybody who's, you know, not feeling flush, they would put the cheap tyres on. So I do like that the fact that it has had one owner, and it is the person that can afford to buy the vehicle from new. I mean, this vehicle was probably about, what, 28, 29 grand new, something like that. So it would have been almost £30,000 this vehicle, and obviously they've spent on it, and obviously it's done the mileage. It served them well because they've looked after it. Right, so we're going to turn right here onto the industrial estate, so just 1 mile from the junction of junction 30 M1. We turn right here, then we turn left onto the industrial estate. So if you know where the M1 is, that's it. Just get yourself onto M1, come off at junction 30, and we're here. I had a chap ring up earlier actually. He's going to buy a vehicle from us. He's from Glasgow, and he says, "Oh, I know where you are. I've been past that junction before." He says it's only 4.5 hours drive. I went, wow. So yeah, some people, 4.5 hours drive is like a stroll to them. I mean, some people, you mention half an hour and they go, oh, I have to book an appointment. It's an adventure. That far, half an hour. Yeah, some people see it as hard work, but some people just see it as a day out. So yeah, right, okay. So I'm going to park this vehicle back where it was, and then it's not a bit further back in the sunshine, so you can see it. I'm going to pop the bonnet, so put the handbrake on, electronic handbrake, still nice and quiet. Aircon's ice cold by the way, so that's good. Switch the engine off, and then we're going to get the camera, look under the bonnet, and then finish off. That's it. So the bonnet pull is there, look, and that's that. Take the key out as well, and then let's look under the bonnet, which is exceptionally clean. Obviously it's just turned 5 years old, the car just turned 5 years old. Exceptionally clean, diesel as well. Okay, let's put this on. Here we go. So you can see, that's nice, isn't it? Earth Dreams Technology, i-DTEC, DTEC, that's the one. Honda, all nice and clean. Got a Lucas battery on, that's good. So it's a branded one. All the plastics are nice and clean. HPI clear, of course, one owner, HPI clear, never been involved in an insurance claim or accident through the insurance. Everything you can see is in great condition. All the plastic clips are in situ. There's nothing missing, nothing suspect at all. Washer fluid there, brake fluid. That's the coolant, that one, or is it power steering? I think it's either coolant or power steering, that one. It's all clean up here as well. Okay, so luckily you can have finance on this vehicle for up to 5 years as well. So it's a 2020, so you can have 5 years finance. So if you require finance, let us know. And then also we will accept a part exchange on this vehicle. So if you've got a part exchange, please let us know the full reg number and the current mileage, and let's get you a quotation based on today's live auto trader valuation platform. We'll see what it's worth as a part exchange. And don't forget, this comes with the 1 year warranty, 12 months warranty, platinum cover warranty by Warranty Wise, which is UK's largest warranty company. And it also includes a European breakdown cover as well. So if you're planning to drive abroad in this vehicle, it's covered for breakdown cover as well. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you very soon. Thank you.